welcome to a full day of eating on a rest day for me. This is first week of prep. I'll be putting the food macros and everything on screen as I eat. Yeah, let's get started. First meal, eggs on toast. Absolutely butchered that one. Dude. Yolks on my toast. I was using this every single day back when I was in a growth phase. Let's see if I can, there we go. Absolutely amazing. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just pretty high in sodium for how much I was using, so I'll just be keeping that out for now. Pretty much all my seasonings, like, I won't stop seasoning my food, but it's just going to be less excessive. So I'll probably start weighing it just to make sure that the sodium at least is tracked to a degree and is consistent, especially because as you get leaner and leaner, little changes in sodium and water will reflect in your physique quite visibly, so, or at least you'll feel different. Maybe you won't be able to tell, but you'll feel it. So it's really hard to cook nice eggs when you don't have much oil on the pan as well. Turn that off. Right, now for the sourdough. Basically just grab my scales, open this guy up, pull that guy out. I always kind of cut this straight off because I don't want a small bit. And then it should be about this much. That's 35, which is one slice. So it's 41. So next one, a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner. .76. So I'll just cut a little bit off here and then be done. Probably doesn't matter having that 5 grams, but it's just the principle. About there. So now I just grab avocado and weigh that out. This one's going to be more than 75 grams. It's a big guy, so I just cut it down the middle, slice it into thin slices, and chuck it on the bread. So, I'm going to estimate we won't need this piece here. We'll just go in the half. Put that back. Grab my toast. Bang on 74. There you go. I just squish this across the bread like that. Runny eggs, not the ones that I messed up. Put them on there. And then just a little bit of salt. I actually like this underneath, so. And that's it. The other 2 eggs can go on this plate. And that is meal 1. So this is basically what we're dealing with. Pretty good breakfast, one of my favorite meals actually. Now I have something to show you. This is absolutely amazing on anything with eggs, chicken, cheese, sort of. So I used to squirt this all over the eggs, but not anymore. Just because it's not too high in calories. It's only got 21 per serve, but I was probably having about 3 or 4 serves. So. And just like that, it's gone already. Probably lasts about 2 minutes. I'm a big back at heart, so yeah. I'm very excited for prep as a whole. I've never done one before, obviously. My coach always says, don't put it on a pedestal, right? Because it's the same thing, and he's right. It is the same, right? You're still eating your meals, you're doing a little bit more steps, maybe you're taking some different supplements, but your training is going to be the same. Your meals are going to be the same, just smaller quantity. Like, there's nothing really like different or special about it. I do disagree with that a little bit because while that is true in essence, there's a deadline. And in my mind, I'm just like, this is the date I have to be ready by. So if I miss one thing on any of the days leading up to it, I've only got 20 weeks, right? Yes, that's a long time, but missing one day every couple of days on anything is just going to stack up so quick, right? So I think that there's a good mentality shift that I like to have towards this, where it's like, okay, everything counts now. Previously I would have had my meal plan, and let's say there's something on there I didn't want to eat that particular day, I would macro match it out or something like that, which again is fine, and some people even do on prep. But for me, it's like day one, that's the plan, that's what I eat. There's no difference from what he's given me to what I cook, weigh everything, like I cut this piece of toast off, right? In off season I wouldn't have done that, but I do it now, and not because it's something magical where being perfect makes a difference. It's just being as good as you can be. Even with food, everything's averages, right? Calories aren't, you weigh 200 grams of chicken from one day to the next. It's not even going to be the same calories, protein, anything. It's an average, right? But when you're stacking averages and you're doing the same weight of everything every single day, same salt, same water in your rice, for example, same amount of water, same weights for food, everything, like it does stack up, and then your averages are a lot flatter. So there is a bit of a change that I like to see myself go through mentally, where it's like, okay, I get home real late, obviously without sacrificing too much sleep. If I still have steps to do, I'm going out to do the steps, right? Previously, let's say I go visit, my fiance's family, I come home Friday night, it's 8 o'clock, I'm going to bed in 30 minutes, and I've still got 3,000 steps to do, I just go to bed. Not anymore. That's when we go out, go for a walk, or even I might just grab a walking pad and just do them in here in the aircon in front of the TV, no excuses. So yeah, that's sort of my approach to this. This here is my third meal of the day, just chicken and potato. 250 chicken, 200 potato, 100 veg. Super simple, just got some salt on there. I already drank my drink, so because I'm fucking starving. And here we have my next meal, literally the same as the last one. 250 grams chicken, 200 grams of Spud Light, 100 grams of veg, same deal. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, it is now time for my last meal of the day, for the rest day, which is just 100 grams of rice, 200 grams of 5% lean mince, and basically the other half of an avocado, but I have a fresh one because I finished the other one this morning pretty much, so 75 grams of that. When I'm at home, I like to reheat my rice and stuff in a pan. Gives it a bit of a fried texture, warms it up nicely, and then I'll keep this cold over the top and just add some salt. I used to add salsa, but I just don't think I want to commit to adding that consistently, to be honest, so I won't be doing that. Now, you don't need to add any oil or anything, because the rice has a bit of water in it. This has obviously got a little bit of trace fats in it, so I don't add any spray oil or anything. The only thing I've been adding a dash of spray oil on was my eggs this morning, but honestly, this is a pretty good pan, so I might stop doing that as well. Again, it's just to be consistent. There's no real right or wrong if you're going to use the same exact spray every day. It kind of gets worked in, and I don't know what the calories are on this, but 41 for a spray of 5 mil, I have no idea how to measure that, so I'm just not going to risk it for much longer, to be honest. But yeah, I'll just keep this in here, try and break up all the rice out of its clumps so that it cooks real evenly, and then I mix in all the meat and let it sit there, and it kind of sears the bottom real nicely. If the rice is a bit too dry too, you literally can just add a drop of water, which I think I'm going to do to this, just to put a bit more moisture back in. I'll just add a shake of salt. So again, I will start measuring out my daily salt allowance at some point. So it'll just be, I've got a milligram scale, so I'll just essentially pour in my day's allowance into a little Tupperware and take that everywhere with me. And if I use it all before my last meal, then that's just my own fault. But for now, just keeping the same sort of shakes consistent has been working. So and that's pretty much it for the cooking. Now all I gotta do is chop up my avocado, and that's me done for the day. So this morning I obviously weighed the avocado, but I have a bowl to put this into today for this meal, so I will just estimate that half of this is 75 and then see what it comes up as. If it's too much, just take it out. Get that out in a nice scoop. See what that is. 69, so I'm actually just slightly under, but I have that other 72, 3 more grams. 74, 75, done. And that is my last meal for the day.